Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Let's make an old-fashioned icing and ice our cake without the basic tools. Let's get started. Into my cake mixer, I'm going to add 2 egg whites. Then you want to whip it up until it starts to froth. Once it starts to froth, you want to add 1 tablespoon of lemon extract. And I use 1 tablespoon because we want it very sour. Well, not really very sour, but acidy. And then we're gonna add the juice from 2 lemons into here, because the real old-time icing that you use on your cake requires that acidic taste. And you want to make sure you sift your icing sugar as you go. You don't want lumps into it. So keep pouring it. I'm going to make mine very stiff, but before I get to that stage, I'm going to show you at this point, when it's like this, you can do your cookies like this. Base your cookies, your biscuits, whatever you want with this runny type of icing. But I'm going to add more icing powder into here so that mine can come out really stiff. And don't forget, with all the dust flying there, you have a lot of cleaning to do. Mix it up. And once it's stiff, this is what it's going to look like. Immediately after you're finished and you're not ready to use it, make sure you get a damp towel, a damp tissue, whatever, and place over the container. And that is going to help to maintain the moisture in the icing. Now I'm going to ice this cake, but before I do that, I'm going to cut the top of this cake to level it. Once that is done, I'll put that aside. And I have some fondant here, guys. I'm going to remove it from the package, and then I'm going to lightly flour my surface and form the fondant into a nice round shape. This is going to help you to get a nice round circle when you're ready to place it onto your cake. Base your rolling pin with the icing sugar, and as you can see, this is my own rolling pin, as like what we do normal work with, and not the icing tool. All right, depends on the size of your cake and how thick you want to make your fondant. Go ahead and roll it, then place it right over your cake like this. And as you can see, I do not have a smoother. Base your hand into the icing sugar and just keep rubbing, and your fondant is gonna come out really smooth. It may not be as smooth as when you have the smoother the tool to do it, but it's all right, guys. You can still get the job done. Then remove the sides just to make sure that it's neat and nice. Then at this time, once you're done with that, we're going to head right back over to our icing. You can see at this time that our icing still maintain the moisture, and this is what we're looking for. I'm going to add this set aside just so that I can mix with some red coloring, and be sure to cover with a damp cloth as you go. Set it aside, cover again with a damp towel just to maintain that moisture. Now I'm going to be using the icing to base this fondant here, put right over. You can roll it on the countertop if you want, or you can do it this way. What you need to do is just make sure you put some icing powder onto your hand and just rub it in like this, guys. Take it a little piece at a time and just tuck it in like this. And let me tell you, guys, if you do not have the tools to work, you can still improvise. There's so many things you can get done without the tools. You know, sometimes we sit down and we say, oh, we don't have this, we don't have that, and we can't get the job done. That's not true. Just put it in there. Base it, make sure you place that icing powder right over, and just rub it in, guys. Rub it in. It's gonna get smooth, but not as smooth like when you have that smoother to do the cake. But don't forget that you're gonna be putting some decor on it, so you're gonna be hiding all those creases. All right, once it's done, clean the sides. And at this time, depends on what pattern you want onto your cake, you use this piping tip. I use the star tip. And here I'm just making a heavy press. You press down once and just give a short pull and press again. Press down, pull up, a short press, and pull up again. And that's how I icing my cake, simple and easy. Once that is done, I'm going to do it to the sides, and our simple Valentine's Day cake is done when it comes to the roses. So we're gonna head over now to flouring our surface and take some of the white icing, and we're gonna make some little butterflies. Now that part is finished. This is the exciting part also, where we roll at about a little less than 1/4 of an inch. I have my butterfly plunger press, and then just press the top and release those little butterflies. Look at how beautiful these are. I did save some of the red just so that we can get some red butterflies, and at this time my camera is off. I did not realize, but it's simple to do. Just stick those butterflies right on top of the icing like this. No water needed, just stick them in, guys. And this is our beautiful Valentine's Day cake. So get creative in the kitchen, guys. Come, let's go cut this cake and let's eat this cake. Let me tell you, it's the bomb. It tastes so good. The royal icing over that fondant. Oh my goodness, this cake is so good. Yeah, so don't you worry if you do not have the tools. You can still get by just doing your stuff, all right? So once we cut into this cake, we're gonna eat it together, guys. So here it is, guys. Look at how beautiful this cake is. Yes, so give it a try, enjoy, and happy Valentine's. Have a fabulous day, guys, from my kitchen to yours.